Todd Karran joins me now. He is the President and CEO of Nova Chemicals. Thank you so much for taking the time, Todd. When we look at the integrated mix that needs to be moving forward for the downstream, how important is that integration, particularly to Nova?
I think it's increasingly important with, from an upstream perspective, 50% of the feedstock going into the petchem business. When we expand globally and grow significantly, it's going to be increasingly important, particularly as we see perhaps the advent of electric vehicles and the change in that mix going forward.
Now, we hear a lot about partnerships, and we're hearing this particularly at this conference, and really people looking, and you have some tremendous partnerships around the world. Is this the way of the future, the only way?
Absolutely. I think increasingly, again, when we think about the integration that we're seeing more and more between the upstream and the downstream, it relies on a lot of optimization. And so as the complexity of that network builds out, it's going to be more and more important to think about how to put that together in what I might say is an optimized or elegant way.
Talk to me a little bit about how important it is for you to be here at ADIPEC. You're here, of course, with a lot of your partners. Tell me how important this is. There's a different feel on it this year. It seems rather busy. It's always busy, but we're running this year, aren't we?
Yeah, it's really, I think, starting to be a premier event, and increasingly important, I think, for the downstream side as well on the petchem business. So having grown from its roots on the upstream, that integration we just spoke about, I think increasingly is represented here. So it's important for us to be part of that dialogue. It's important for us to be part of the discussion with Mubadala, our parent company, and to look at opportunities to interact with our industry peers and increasingly also government contacts that are starting to recognize the importance of the event.
So do you see strength in the industry at the moment, or do you think the industry is optimistic about what's going on here? It sounds like a right place, right time, and really that there's great opportunities in the years to come.
I think there's amazing opportunities going forward in terms of growth, and we've seen that in the last while, and it continues. It's at a GDP plus factor, and so increasingly we're going to see that growth continue. There are some challenges, and I think they're all very realistic ones that we can tackle, and I think increasingly that has to be something that is across the entire supply chain, from the producers on the upstream side and all the way down through to brand owners, to consumer brands, and ultimately individuals.